never met him in person until tonight, and I'm glad I did, because he's a fine gentleman, a fine artist in several ways. He's come all the way from Maryland via another state. He's on his tour, and we are fortunate to be the final stop of his 2014 tour, so that's quite an honor. And I think this guy has actually more pseudonyms than I do, which is an accomplishment in itself. He's known as Warhol Kaufman. His Twitter handle is Moby Death, or Moby Death. See, I can't speak right, man. I haven't had enough beer. And he is the one person who, when he took the mic at a KRS-One show and tried to give the mic back to KRS-One, KRS-One refused the mic and left him on it. He's that good. And so we are thrilled to have him here tonight. Please welcome Mr. Baraka Noel.
It's recording already.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm short. How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah? This is a really weird day for me. My wife left me.
Oh.
She's trying to make it permanent. I'm like, fuck that. I'm coming for you, fuck that. It's not gonna happen. I wrote some poems. It was a while ago, so I don't have them memorized. I wrote this from my wife. Come in, don't be afraid. I'm dangerous, but not to you, only to people who actually know me. The never. For Amelia. I wrote this the day before I married my wife. When heart attack climbs out of deep dish sausage. When I have something more perfect to write about. This is for the day I hope I never see you leaving out the window of our studio apartment. I never see you pack those last bags into the cab. This is for the day I don't have to tell my son I still love him. 'Cause I know every day he takes it with his cereal, shits it out in the toilet, sometimes has to wash his underwear twice, sometimes has to clean the mattress. There's too much love. This is for the day Shabazz B doesn't ask me where my mama went. The day I never have to introduce my parents to my children. My father doesn't know my birthday. This is for the loss of Bastard. For the final moment where I don't have to watch you board a plane with my daughter. This is for walking everywhere and only in traffic. I didn't hear you say goodbye. But if one day goodbye crawls into your ear while we're sleeping, I'm sorry. If one day I didn't hold you tight enough, one day the fire hose goes limp and you realize you can drown in shallow water, I love you. And I'm sorry. There's never anything I've tried to do harder than I've tried to love you like a wall crumbling down like the force of gravity on a comet in one direction. If I could hold you like a pipe bomb I wrote this a few years ago. It's about regret. For the boy in New York who accidentally burned down his house with his mother inside. He was playing with fire, got out of hand onto floor, climbed the walls, carnivorous embers stole his sleeping mother, and the boy went to jail for manslaughter. Fast forward. How hard is the cot in your cell? Memory of her lullaby easing a boy back into dream. Did they ask you to identify the body? How arrogant to believe our cruelty begins to mimic the penance you call down on your own head. All the choirs of Sinai cannot soothe this nightmare, or quiet Lucifer's laughter echoed in your chamber. Dark of December, do you shiver and sweat? Tongue of flame crawling up your conscience. Did you take up smoking? Twitching fingers jumping at sparking sulfur. I'm sorry, Mom. How many days have you searched the night for her face? Scratch silent apology on a concrete and chalk and broken fingernail. Walls slick of your sorrow. Smoke tumbles from your nose. Fumes drip down your cheek. Are you a dragon? A phoenix? Have you learned to control